Welcome back. I missed you. Well, as I said at the top of the show, it's my first week back after a little summer break. During my vacation, we did Disney, we did Vegas, and then finally we wanted to do something different, and I went on my first cruise ever. We went to on the Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas, which is the world's longest cruise ship, 16 floors. Here's a little bit of it. This is from the top deck looking down into the pool. Oh, actually, is this looking down? Oh, yeah, this is looking down into the Central Park area. There's a park in the middle of the cruise ship. That's right there. That features on this one and a couple other Royal Caribbeans, including the Oasis of the Seas. It's really cool. There are like specialty restaurants down there in Central Park. This is the Grand Promenade. This is kind of the main area when you enter the ship, full of shops and restaurants and bars, 2 levels. This is, and see that orb at the top of your screen there? It's red. That's actually a bar that moves up and down slowly. You can kind of see it moving right now. You can have drinks up there, and it's pretty cool. Now, I told the audience, I'm trying to squeeze all of this down into 5 minutes. You know me, and I don't hold back. But you also know me, and I try, even when I'm being negative and snarky, I try to balance it out. So let me start with the positive. And here's the positive to the good folks at Royal Caribbean, and I'm not kidding. My God, do they work hard. Anybody that's been on a cruise, let me tell you something. These folks, and I know a little something about this, my late stepdad, the Cappy. Cappy was a boat captain. He had this life. You work 6 months on, 6 months off. And our room service staff that cleans your rooms, you have one the whole trip. And Nestor was his name. And he was the nicest man and worked his butt off. And I saw that around that ship. The service staff was amazing. You were never without a beverage. You were never without a smile, food. They waited on you hand and foot. And that's why some of the animals on that ship drove me crazy. Because they treated the crew, and I used animals on purpose because you know me, I was raised really well by my mom about manners, and I don't like people treating service staff poorly because my feeling is you're no better than they are. Who the hell are you? And I watched some people treat these people really rudely, and it drove me nuts. So to the good crew of the Royal Caribbean, my hat's off to you. Now. Here's the negative. Jason probably shouldn't have gone on this cruise for his first one because this one was loaded with children and teenagers. And the teenagers actually have a name, a term. They're called cruise teens. These are teens on spring and summer break who are like children of the corn. They run rampant over that ship. And my negative is there are adults-only areas, but they're not enforced. If I could offer my friends at Royal Caribbean... Yeah, nobody listened to the sign! Nobody listened to that. I took a picture of that on purpose. Nobody listened to that sign. And if I could offer my dear friends at Royal Caribbean one piece of advice, please have your cruise enforce those rules for the thousands of people that aren't there with children and don't want their kids dumping their food onto them or splash anyway. And then the teenagers, let me tell you, oh, Lord have mercy. There were hordes of them running up and down the hallways at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I looked at Colin, I said, it sounds like they're filming Jurassic Park outside because they sounded like a group of brontosaurs just running up and down. And they just let them do whatever they want. I'm not kidding. Every night, 7 days, the teenagers, it was crazy. So because of that, I don't know if I would go on that cruise again or a cruise like that. I've been offered, a lot of you, thank you. So many of you sent me messages during the cruise because the one day there was a kid, he was unsupervised and his parents drove me nuts because the parents were up on the top deck and then I saw the kids alone in the pool. And as we're swimming in that pool, what does one of the kids do? Throws up in the pool. So then there's a massive dramatic evacuation from the pool, and Colin looked at me and he goes, "You're never doing this again, are you?" And I go, "No." Okay, so That's all the negative. Now I want to bookend with positive. If you've watched this show for any length of time, or you've listened to the radio show, you know that my favorite animal is the monkey. Now, Leo, don't show the picture yet. I love monkeys. I don't believe you should own them. I don't believe that you should keep them in your backyard. But I've never been up close to a monkey in 47 years on Earth. So we befriended these two ladies named Joanna and Beth. Hi, guys. They're from the UK, and they're dear friends. And they got off ship first when we landed in St. Kitts. It was one of 3 stops. And they remembered I was talking about how I love monkeys, and there were rumors that there were a lot of monkeys on St. Kitts. The ladies texted my husband and said, "Don't tell Jason, but when you get off the ship, you're going to have to control him because there are monkeys everywhere." So Colin didn't tell me, so we get off the ship and we go under the Welcome to St. Kitts sign, and within 30 seconds of going under that sign, this happened. Monkeys! Yes, they're wearing diapers. This man put 2 monkeys on I'm holding one. Then he put a monkey dressed as Long John Silver on my head. And then in my favorite moment, Colin doesn't like people. He just wants to be, Colin likes to be left alone. Don't talk to him. He doesn't like monkeys. He just wants to drink and lay in the sun. And guys, he was so irritated because the local that put the monkeys in my hand then put the monkeys on Colin's head. He was so mad. And then the local looked at us and said, $40. And we're like, oh my goodness. But anyway, it was worth it. I would have paid $100. But anyway, thanks again. Thanks to the good crew at Royal Caribbean. I really appreciate them. They're the best. And thanks to all of you for all of your cruise tips throughout the week. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.